Hello, everybody. I am back. Yes, it's Carolyn. Welcome to my channel. It's been a minute, yeah, 2 years to be exact. But I'm on here again because I have decided for 2026 that I am going to do another simple abundance year. But the nice thing is that it's not going to be 2020, right? Because if you followed me back then, you know that that was a tumultuous year, to say the least. And what is a simple abundance year for anybody that doesn't even know what my channel was originally based off of? Uh, I I live by the principles from Simple Abundance. It's Sarah Ban Breathnach's book. This is her 2019 edition, the 365 Days to a Balanced and Joyful Life version, and then her 1990s version, which was really like my original one, a day book of comfort and joy. And I do plan on in 2026 using both of these again because, as you recall, if you followed me in 2020, you know that the 2019 book had just come out and I wasn't super familiar with it at the time. And I had been working with the original Comfort and Joy book. So I don't know, there's some things that just never made it into the new book. So leading up to this relaunch, and I'm probably just going to call it like a reboot, I guess, for the year, I did take some time, and over the summer, this past summer, I was like going through every entry in the book and like cross-referencing and like color coding and going like, all right, this one was in the old book, this was in the new book. And then I even started watching back on some of the videos. I didn't make it very far. To like document which ones did I do a video on and which ones didn't I do one. And now we're here at the end of the year and the new year is only a few weeks away. And guess what? I'm going to just wing it. That's what I did in 2020. So I think I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to, again, hit the record button and talk. I don't have, again, any grand designs about being famous or even monetizing at this point because 5 years later, I don't even have enough, I don't think, to do that, even though they love to put ads on my videos. But, this is just a complete, just a self-expression sort of project for me. It's also to get back into the living of it because if you've watched my planner videos, you know that I do incorporate Sarah's principles, which are joy, harmony, beauty, order, simplicity, and gratitude, into the way that I live. So like when I said I'm living in this way, I do like live by those things, but I haven't actually read the book again since 2020. And when I make a commitment like I did to do it with you guys, and then in 2018 I had done it with some girlfriends, but when I make a commitment like this, then I actually stick to it, and do it for the whole year. So I think that there are plenty of things that I didn't talk about that I can bring to the channel. I also think of the things that I've learned, in the last 5 years and the person that I am now. I think about the person in 2020 going into the project initially, and I mentioned the year was tumultuous, and of course we all had COVID, but I was dealing with a lot of issues, and not that I'm like issue free now, but 5 years later, with just so much more therapy, honestly, and just growth under my belt, I think that I will be able to bring more insight and calm and clarity to a lot of the videos. And hopefully I won't be like lamenting as much as I did in 2020. The whole fall, I could delete all those videos because of how it was when I was first moving and everything. And by the way, this is still my same apartment that you saw me in last in 2023 anyway. So that hasn't changed. And if she hasn't made a noise yet, Annabelle is in the background, so my kitty co-host will still be on the channel, and I'm sure she'll make her little chirps and appearances like she has. So if you have been a fan of hers, you'll get to see her again as well. And just some other things that are not different is, okay, I may come on the channel and my hair might be all over the place. Who knows if I will have showered that day, honestly. Like, I look back at some of the videos and go, you really should have showered that day. So maybe I'll be a little better about it this time, I don't know. I don't have any kind of video or audio editing equipment even now to this day. So again, it's just going to be like hitting record. Oh, you know, speaking of that though, I do have an iPhone now at least, so that's a little bit better than in 2020. I was just doing all the videos on an iPod Touch, so it's a little bit of an upgrade. But no matter what, it'll just be, you know, Carolyn coming on, hitting record, and just winging it and just talking and not having any kind of script or anything. Again, I'm just here to do it with you as a project, and I hope that you will, if you don't already own the book, you'll buy one of them and just read along with me, because when I say it's a day book, it's a full year of entries, so there's one for every day. I'm certainly not going to do 365 videos. I did probably do over 200 in 2020, but I'm not even going to commit to a certain number this time. I might do maybe like 3 a month, 4 a month, I don't know. I don't want it to be like cumbersome or an obligation or something that I feel stress about or anything, because it's just supposed to be a positive thing about the way we live. And I should say a little bit more about what Simple Abundance is in terms of a lifestyle. Obviously, I mentioned the principles, but it's also a self-care journey. It's an authentic personal dig journey. It's a spiritual journey too, because there's definitely spiritual elements to this lifestyle of living. And it's a very thought-provoking book, and there's plenty of things to talk about. And like I said, I was going through trying to go, which ones didn't I talk about? But I'm probably just going to talk about the things that just I feel like I have commentary on or that inspire me. And I do have a memory of a lot of the videos that I've already done, so if I do a video, I might say like, oh, go back to the March 6, 2020 video for more on this entry or something like that. I don't even know how organized I'll be with it. But again, it's just me here on the channel. I'm back making a commitment for 2026, which by the way will be my 50th year. So that's another thing too. So I will have been on the planet for 50 years. Can't believe it. Somebody said last week they thought I was in my 30s, so I was like, yes, let's do that. So yeah, but that'll be my 50th year. I've also been, you guys know if you've followed my channel, that I always pick a word for the year. And I might be using alchemy for 2026. I was doing a lot of brainstorming using ChatGPT and such like that to kind of come up with like a word that would capture things. And alchemy, first of all, it has to do with 50 because it's your golden year, right? But alchemy is about, it's a scientific change of things turning into gold. But also there's a whole spiritual element to spiritual alchemy too. So that might be my word. I'm wondering if any of you have already been brainstorming for your word. This is one of my favorite times of year because I always like to just sort of map out what the next year is going to be like, get my word together. This year my word was nurture, and I think I've done a really good job of that. Like, I've really nurtured so many areas of my life. I feel like my nurturing nature has come out too, and just in general, like between now and 2020, I'm just a very happy person now. I think I was going through so many issues and I needed to heal from things. I've healed on so many levels. Of course, we all have our healing journeys, and I'm always healing and always in therapy. But I feel like I'm going to be able to bring so much more insight and calm and fun and like uplifting feelings to the channel this time that maybe I didn't have last time. So again, no apologies, because we come as we are, and that's how I was in 2020. But it's a new Carolyn now. It's like nice to be happy again. I've just come off of having an amazing year and lots of fun and firsts and just feeling really good. So I'm looking forward to taking this journey again with you. I hope that you will subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know when the videos come out. Speaking of like the number of them that I'm going to do, I know that at the beginning of the year there will probably be quite a bit of overlap, because in terms of like getting into what the Simple Abundance path is, there's going to be some re-explanation of things, and hopefully I can do those in a novel way. But so there might be maybe more videos at the beginning of the year just to try to like lay out the tools and some of the ways that Sarah wants us to be, scheduling an hour a week for your creative projects and scheduling in creative excursions with yourself and working in your illustrated discovery journal and like all the tools and stuff. So I do feel like the beginning of the year might be sort of video heavy. But again, I'm not committing to doing it like all the time like I did in 2020. We'll see where my inspiration takes me. And then, but then later on, as the months go by, like maybe I'll just do like a summary of the whole month. I don't know, we'll see. I did like it in 2023 when I did Brené's book, and there was just like one chapter to do each month, so that was kind of nice and low pressure. So again, this is supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be a positive thing, so I'll keep it light like that, but I do think probably there will be a bit of overlap just to kind of like get the year going at the beginning of the year. So let me know how you're doing, let me know how you've been. I can't believe this is my first video in so many years. And I'd love to hear from you guys, and share the channel too. Let's get some more subscribers. Like again, I don't have enough to get any monetization, but whatever. Just grab your book and grab your journal. Remember, we've got to get back into the gratitude too, which is such a big property of this whole journey as well. So I hope you're on board. Thank you for being here. Thanks for your time, and I will see you soon for the first video of 2026. Love to you all.